that. But hey, to get the show started, man, congratulations to the LA Dodgers. They pulled it off. It's been 30 plus years. They finally were able to bring back a World Series championship to LA. I am so excited, man. I am a lifetime fan of the LA Dodgers, man. Baseball is one of my first favorite sports I ever played, and the Dodgers was always my team way back when I could remember. So congratulations to them. Dave Roberts, you finally pulled one off. You didn't make any mistakes last night. So just to talk a little bit about what happened last night. So the Dodgers were in Game 6 last night against the Tampa Bay Rays, who were game. That was a very solid team, heavily driven by analytics, and I think in the end, analytics caught up to them. But it was a pretty decent series. The Dodgers went up early. They took the first game 8-3, I believe, and then after that, it was all back and forth. Game 4 was I think last week Saturday. That was the debacle. You guys see my Instagram posts. Dave Roberts put Kenley Jensen in. He blows up the game. Some errors made by some of their better players, but they end up still managing to pull off the win. And, they're bringing back another title to LA. This is the 7th in franchise history. They haven't won one since 1988. I was 4 years old, man. Clutch Sports was 4 years old the last time the Dodgers actually won a World Series title. So, hey, I'm so stoked for them. Mookie Betts was definitely the trade of the season. I mean, we definitely used him. He came through clutch last night. He ended up hitting a home run, I believe, in the top of the ninth or bottom of the eighth, I believe, to help get that victory. But the Dodgers, man, they have what it takes to be a dynasty, I think, here in the next couple of years. I mean, they've made the World Series, I think, 3 out of the last 4 years. One of those years that we were robbed, obviously, by the Houston Astros. We all know that. But the Dodgers definitely have a star-studded lineup from top to bottom. You look at that batting lineup, it's murderer's row. I mean, you got Mookie all the way down to like the last dude, Chris Taylor, whoever bats last. But the Dodgers definitely have a great lineup, and their pitching staff. They got some guys on there, but Walker Buehler is definitely the stud. Clayton Kershaw is still a very feasible pitcher here in Major League Baseball. But Walker Buehler is the guy. Fortunately, we didn't have to use him today because they ended up clinching the series. But going into free agency, the Dodgers are they got some guys they're going to have to key in on, mainly 2 guys that I think are very important. From a hitting standpoint, you got Enrique Hernandez, a.k.a. Kike Hernandez. He will be a free agent. A lot of teams will want to get him on their roster. So they're going to maybe have to shell out and fork over a lot of money to keep him. And also Justin Turner, our third baseman, who's been tremendous. Weird thing about last night, he ended up playing 8 innings, and then they pulled him because he tested positive for COVID. And then he was later on celebrating with the team. So I don't know how that worked out, but those are 2 free agent guys that the Dodgers are going to have to keep in mind. Also in the pitching rotation, Alex Wood is another guy, but Kike and Justin are 2 major components to this Dodgers team, and they don't get a lot of credit because you got guys like Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, who balled out throughout the playoffs, man. Congratulations to him. He ended up winning the World Series MVP. But the Dodgers are definitely set up in a position to be very dominant still. I mean, even though they haven't been able to win the amount of World Series you think they should have won, they almost remind me of the Braves of the 90s, making it, I think, like 3 times or 4 times and only winning once. But they definitely have the talent. They definitely have the support of the city. There's no doubt about that. But congratulations to Dodgers, Dave Roberts, that whole organization, man. Job well done. And then winning in the bubble again, being a month and playing all these extra teams. I mean, the thing that really caught my attention is they were able to battle back against the Braves in the NLCS, which in years past, I think that team would have folded. But this team this year had the mental fortitude to hang in there, battle back down 3-1, force a Game 7, and win a close Game 7 against the Atlanta Braves. So, but Tampa Bay, kudos to them, man. They were worthy. The big question last night, their manager pulling their pitcher Snell when he was cooking. He had some gas going. His off-speed stuff was amazing last night. And the Dodgers will tell you that they were kind of glad that they did pull him early. But the Tampa Bay Rays, if you don't know about them, they rely heavily on analytics instead of manalytics. And I think in that case, they should have stuck to their manalytics and kept their guy in there. But they went to the bullpen and they ended up losing the game. But again, congratulations to the LA Dodgers. We did it. Like I played, but I didn't play. But I've been struggling with the Dodgers for so many years, but I'm just glad that they actually ended up winning it. So moving on, we're going to go talk about a little bit about NBA today. Not so much